Hello, everybody. It's Rusty Champaign here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of Figure Shop Simulator. Well, it has all come down to this. We have one final license set remaining to acquire. If we take a look at our large models, there's one left to go. It's the Warrior Queens. Every other set we have. Today, we will be getting these. We will be putting them on either circular shelves or on some of our other shelves, and that'll be it. At least until the game comes out and they add more stuff and make it where that Epic printer is available. Because right now we have this Epic printer that is sitting right here. It's epic, but it says coming soon, and it also requires 15,000 popularity and $50,000. It's a lot of cash. So at whatever point that one becomes available, we will come back for it. But all we have left today is we just have that one set of licenses, and that is it. I need to take one quick look just to make sure that we have everything printing that we thought we should have printing, and it does look like it. So we have those masks there that are printing. We have that figure. That's the assassins that are printing, and over here, oh, we do not have the priestesses printing. Okay, so those are not running. So I'm going to get that set up. So fill this up with filament, and then go to models, infernal villains, mystic priestesses. Those will start as soon as we open up the door. I've got one leftover mask over here, this Drobo mask, and I don't think I can put that up. Yeah, I did check that last time. So there's nothing I can do with that one for now. Yeah, and I may take these. I don't know. I mean, these do actually look okay in the middle. Some of them look a little bit smashed. So I may try taking some of the smalls and putting them up here just to see what that's going to be like. So actually, just for the fun of it, let's do this right now. We're going to pick one of these up while the store is closed. I'm going to grab all my Camino, or where's something where I have a full house of them, or close to a full house. Or I could just take one of my full houses that I have in the back and do it like that. So maybe that'll be the way to do this. So if I had a full set of like fantasy rabbits, and if I put these up on this shelf, now the bad thing is if I do this, it's going to like lock that tag in place, and that'll be unfortunate. So I will, boy, let's, I just forgot about that because that will cause a problem because there's no way to get rid of the tags on that. All right, so I've got $19,000. Let's go ahead and buy a shelf real quick. Going to do all this while the store is closed because I want to see what everything's going to look like if we go this route. So circle glass shelf for $300. If we take this and if we put the smalls on there and they have 12 smalls here, what is this going to be like? And if I need to resell this shelf, I'll resell it. I'm fine with that. I'm not all that worried. It'll be okay. And I wish I could like just take that, put it back in the box, but I can't. But it doesn't work, so it's fine. Throw that out. Let's grab these now and put them in. So yeah, we'll even do the cute dragons. Let's put these on here. What do 12 of them? Oh, that looks a lot better. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the smalls on here. Yeah, those just look a lot better than having the larges on there. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. I'm gonna have six shelves in here that are going to be all for the smalls. That's what we're going to do. I almost threw those away. That would have been a mistake. So let's just grab all of our larges. They're going to come off here. I'm going to just set these down. And we're going to just start doing a little bit of rearranging. So much rearranging, so much redecorating, because, yeah, these are going to look a lot better on big shelves than they do on the smalls. They just look way too smashed in there on the smalls. So let's go ahead, fix all this up. So that'll go there. And then we may even just get rid of all the small shelves that we have on that one wall. Actually, I can't get rid of all of them, but we'll be able to sell a couple of them and then move everything kind of like this, I think. We'll have to figure it out. Or maybe I'll have the large, I'll get it all figured out. Some way, somehow, we'll make it all happen. Lots of things happening here in the store as we get into our final day of everything. All the rearranging that we shall do. All right, so there's that. So I'm going to take the fantasy rabbits or the fantasy animals, And I'm going to move these over a bit more. So I'm going to try and give myself more room. Put those right about there. That's fine. Okay. And let's start moving all of these guys, all the fantasy animals. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I like that look. And then we'll have, yeah, we'll at least do 4 shelves of these. I might do 6, but I'll at least do 4. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Sell. Yeah, confirm, sell. I've got to get these guys. Oh, that's a bad thing because they're going to, because I have no way of getting rid of the tags on there. I'm almost positive I don't. Like if I look here, I cannot remove that tag. So as soon as I like do anything, they're going to be in here to like put some new stuff out there, which is not good. So yeah, I've really got to be fast when I do all this, and I'm not normally known for my speed, but we'll see what we can do. So get all this put away, and then sell that shelf because again, that's the only way I can think of that we can keep them from trying to restock it. So drop that, sell that shelf, and I'll get $150 back. That's okay. I mean, it's better than nothing. So no problem. Now what? Let's take a look. Yeah, because ideally I'd be able to move these other things on there as quickly. It'd be a lot of switcheroos, but I only need 2 shelves anyway. So all the shelves I have left, I mean, those 2 I need to sell anyway. Don't sell that. We actually want this one. So we're gonna move this. Oh, I gotta get this thing out of the space here. So let's do that. We're gonna move this over again, trying to keep everything somewhat in line. That works. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move these. So this is gonna be all of my houses. I'm gonna drop this. I'm going to put these up as quickly as I can to replace them. So that way they will not. They will be none the wiser about what's going on here. And drop that. Grab these, our owlbears. That'll all work. So yeah. Meanwhile, they're in the back going, "What are you doing? Stop it!" Because they're getting so confused. They're like, "Hey, we got to grab something." No, we don't. Yeah, we do. No, we don't. they just desperately want to put something on the shelves and they can't because I keep on taking the shelves that they want to fill and putting something new up there. And they're getting so annoyed with me. So annoyed, but it's all right. Next thing we need another shelf. So I'm going to need 3 more of those shelves. So we're going to do all this before we get the store open and then start getting into the new stuff. So, oh no, I'm going to actually have to sell. I can only do I can only do these because I'm going to have to switch all the other stuff over as I print it. Otherwise, I'm going to have the same problem where I'm going to have tags on a shelf and they're going to try and fill the shelf with all the old stuff. So if that made any sense at all, it probably did not. I'll try and explain it a little bit more and maybe have it make more sense. It made sense in my head, but a lot of things make sense in my head and not on paper or on screen or whatever. It's like a curse. I have things that it's like just like things at work with me. It's always hard when you're trying to explain something to someone at work and it makes perfect sense in your head and it makes perfect sense when you hear it come out of your mouth, but then when you look back it's like, what the heck were you trying to say? And it just doesn't work very well. Oh, and like this is going to have an extra tag on it. There's no way to get rid of that tag. That's just such a nuisance that we can't get rid of these extra tags. So like I am going to have to sell this shelf no matter what. I'm not going to have a choice here because it's just going to have an extra space. The only way I can think to stop this is to like take all the stuff that's in the back there and throw it on the floor. That's the only way I can think to stop it. That's just such a bummer that you cannot get rid of those tags on those shelves. So since I'm gonna have to buy a bunch of new shelves anyway, you know what? I'll still be able to salvage one of these. So we're gonna go ahead, go forward. Let's get the store open. And oh no, I got to get these put up. So let's buy another one of those. So much stuff. I'm trying to keep it all straight in my head. We're 10 minutes in. Well, I've got we're 10 minutes. All right, here we go. Finally, we're opening the store. Sorry, day 39. Stores open for your convenience. Oh, I don't know why anyone watches this channel. All right, let's go ahead and put this up right about there. Just brain going a million miles an hour in neutral. So engine revving 8,000 RPMs and going nowhere. That's me. All right, so those are going to go there. Cherubs. And then we've got our last ones here, the Lich. These are probably not in any kind of proper order. It doesn't matter to me because I'm not stocking any of this. So there's that. Let's go ahead and throw all these away because they will not pick those up. They will have nothing to do with all these empties that I put out here. They're like, what are you doing? And they just will not have anything to do with it. Okay. So that's all set. And again, when we get the other new line of larges, when we get those warrior queens, we're going to put them up on new shelves over there by these. So I really want to see if I can get, I'd love to be able to get all 6 larges in the same place. I'll actually be able to do that because I keep forgetting. These are going to be gone. So then I'll be able to do mediums. I'll be able to move all the mediums down, and I'll be able to have all the larges there, and I'll have like nothing on this wall. Look at that. I'm going to have a wall with nothing on it. I know, it's crazy, but we're going to do it, and everyone's going to be shocked. Shocked that such a thing will happen. Let's go ahead. Let's get 2 more of the circular shelves because we're going to need those for the rest of our smalls, for our baby dragons that are going to go in this area. So just like this, those tags are wrong, so I do have to move that tag. I have to switch that shelf's position because the tag is not right. So this one I need to rotate like 45 degrees. So carry, 1 rotate, set that back in place. Right about that. Okay, there, cool. This one also needs to get rotated a couple notches because it's completely backwards. So 2 notches of rotation, I believe, should make that work. And that's pretty good. Yep. So there's that. And then 1 more of those shelves. So then I'll have everything for my smalls at that point. They'll all be here. Not really lined up centered on the floor. I really need to fix that. That's also going to bug me. So we're gonna move these like that. So yeah, because they're nowhere close to centered on the floor. That feels like it's a lot closer to center. It's just so much rearranging, and it always just is like me and my relentless attempt to get pointless feng shui in my place. And people are like, Rusty, why do you try so hard with this? What's the point? And it's like, I don't know, but I just have to. And then I got all these people getting in my way as I'm trying to move these things, and it makes it even harder. So, yeah, just give me a second. Let me get it over here. There. Nope. They're in the bubble. All right. So you're good there. Just stand there. Just don't move. Just stay where you are. Let me put these in place, and then we'll all be fine. It'll all be good. That's actually more down. This one's out of place. That one's a little high, just a smidge. And I can tell because the feet are basically touching this. Like there's this crack in the wood there, and that's how I was lining everything up. So those are now all in the middle. That's like hashtag use the middle. It's all middle. We've got it all there. Meanwhile, I've got like nothing back here, so that's fine. It's fine. Who needs product? Product's overrated. Let's see. There's my priestesses. It's actually not as bad as I thought. I mean, for all the goofing around I've been doing with everything here. Is anyone carrying any masks? Do you have masks? No. Nobody has, or do you have masks? No. So nobody has any masks. So we got to do the 2 masks there, whatever they're called. I don't even remember what they're called. We need, oh, and I need a whole bunch of filament too, so we're going to have to do that. Just all kinds of issues we've got here. The Silmoras, that's all of the filament I've got just about. And then, whoops, that's not the one. It's the Veiled Souls, it's the Vorinths. Okay, so now let's get a whole bunch of filament and waste more time doing other stuff that is still not printing things. So it'll all get there. Oh, I don't want 15 of those. That's too much. All right, and put a bunch of this up there. Why will those workers not ever put any of this powder up there? I hope that in the release version of this game, and as far as I know, this game is still coming out on August 4th. I do hope that in the release version of this game, they will change that so that the workers will be able to put the powder or whatever filament it is, whether it be powder, whether it be resin, whether it be the actual filament. I hope that whatever it is that you have back here, they will be able to put that up on the shelves for you, because that would save a decent amount of time per day. I mean, we spend like 1 hour of in-game time, not real time, but an hour of game time per day, I feel like, putting all this filament on the shelves. And again, I don't have to have 4 filament shelves. I get that, and that's my own choice. But still, with the way that we go through it, it feels like you need it. I mean, if you're going to have 12 printers, you might as well have 12 backup things of filament here, just to make sure you've got plenty on hand for all the printing needs you've got going. 3 more to go. Just about there. How are we doing on time? 1,800 hours, so still 3 hours before the store closes for the night. And then we will start getting into getting some of those licenses. And doing a little bit more rearranging. Just a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Because we've got all the small shelves set up where we want them now. Or all the shelves, all the circular shelves for all the small stuff is now set up the way we want it to be. They don't have anything in their hands, so they're not back here. So I need to do some, which houses was this? This was, what am I looking at? The pretzel houses. So we got to do those. And the Gorbies I saw as well. So let's do those, because I did not, again, they were not here holding anything. There's still, one of them is. What has she got? She's got the geisha pandas. So they're not holding anything there. So we need the tree stores. We need the wedgers. Let's do that because, again, they're not holding anything. Kokomon's tree stores. Certainly not anything Kokomon related. Models, Kokomon's, wedgers. All right, 1930. Now what are they holding? Neither of them are holding anything with Ryuka girls. So I need the Amy's and the Ayakas. So let's do that. Amy and Ayaka. Ryuka girls, Ayaka. All right. Cool. And then I think we're close to caught up. And then here's our masks. That will go there. And I need a couple of my larges again. So that's still going, that's still going, those are going. So that's all happening. I need, do they have either of those? I see liches, I see owlbears. No, they don't have either of those. Oh, and I can't do it. Oh, no, I can do 2. Actually, let's get the licenses first. So we're going to get 2 licenses. In our new set, if I go to the right place, model shop, that would help if you always went to the right place. The Warrior Queens, Renashi and Silhara, we're going to get both of those. We're going to start printing them. So here we go. We've got Renashi here, the Warrior Queens. The last things are getting ready to hit the floor tomorrow. Because it will take a while for them to print. They will not print in the time that we have left. So there we go. Renashi, Silhara, and then I need the Lich. I need the Owlbear. So let's get those. So we've got Ancient Monsters, Lich, and then Ancient Monsters, Owlbear. They can be tamed in the game Lords of Waterdeep. Models, and not that. There, Owlbears. Done. Everything is printing something. And some of these things are actually done printing some things. So that's good. Tree stores are done. The pretzel houses are done. The Gorbies are done. Nothing else there. So what did she walk off with? What's she holding? She's holding the wedgers. So I now need the catchers and the fish guards. So let's do that. Because she was not holding those. Okay, catchers, fish guards. Done. How are we doing on time? 1 hour before everything stops. Those are being done. So Hilda's and I think that's Miku's. So Hilda's and Miku's need to be done. Yeah, there's that. Was I right? Was that actually Miku? It took me until the final episode, but I finally remembered it. Ah, I'm telling you, I don't know why I always have such a hard time figuring out who those are. I really don't know. But there's something about it. And then I can't do anything else here because those are all rolling. So I can't do anything large there, is what I meant to say. And that blue tag is never going to go away. It's going to stick with us forever. Forever and ever and ever. Now we can go ahead and I can start doing some switching. So I'm gonna move this. No, I'm gonna leave that back there. And how do I want to do this? Actually, I know what I want to do. I want to take all these off the shelf, so that way they don't do anything. Because if I leave these all on the floor, they won't actually try and restock anything. Because they won't restock it if it's on the floor. That's how I can get away with this. They'll be like, I don't see any. they're they're not on the shelf, so we obviously don't have them. And that's the way that we get around this. Just put it all on the floor, and then they'll leave us alone while we do our work, which is all I'm asking for. All right, so that goes up there. All of our cute little baby dragons will go there. Okay. Just like that. And again, they will not come out and try to do anything because we basically fooled them. They do not know any better. And I could just leave all those on the ground until I get the rest of these things printed. I don't know if I want to bother with that. I mean, because again, I can't get rid of these tags, and I don't want to leave those sitting on the ground. That's just it's bugging me, and I cannot do anything about those tags. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to lose $300 in this process, but I'm okay with that. So, and again, I hope they fix that as well in the big scheme of things. So mediums are all going to go all the way down. So these are going to move all the way to the wall. Just like that. A little more rearranging. And that will give me enough room to have all of my stuff on this wall. So we'll put mediums there. I might even have a little bit of a break between my mediums and my larges, maybe. Oop, it's not lined up. I accidentally clicked. That's pretty close. And then that's pretty close. So, yeah, let's move these over for now. And then we'll get everything lined up. So I need 4 large shelves, basically. No, I only need 2. So two of my rectangular shelves is all I need. And I'm not going to find them there. They've never been there. They've always been here. 2 glass shelves. They're going to go right here on the edge, and then everything's going to line up to these. So as close as I can get these while being in bounds, which is where? So there is that. It's about there. So that's about as close as we can get. Oh, I thought I had it. I thought I had it, and then I clicked away. Oh, and I'm standing in the zone, so let's try that again. Oh, this is pain. There. That's as good as it gets. Stop messing with it. And then we'll put this one next to it and line everything else up with these. That is the plan. So those, oh, and I got to get rid of the box. Will not help to carry that box around. And then these can come into this spot as such. I'm on like level 47 of the naughty corner for all the rearranging and all the reorganizing we're doing here. And I totally own it. I don't even care. It's all the peanut butter down there, so it's the best. I shouldn't have said that because now I'm going to have to find a new level to put all my peanut butter on because Cozy will move it. All right, there's that and that. Cool. So just like that. Larges, mediums, smalls, nada on that wall. Squat. Right there on that wall. We have a wall we're not using. We've all grown up. Because we are no longer using a wall. And these shelves are all empty, so they won't try and put these things up there anymore. So we'll go ahead, get into a new day. 56 customers, everyone's happy. Day 40. So we probably got, this might be it. We might do one more, assuming I can get some speed here. So let's do it. Here we go. Day 40, stores open for your convenience. Let's not mess around. Let's get all this stuff put back away. So Gorbies are there. These are the Blimpies, which are the initial ones. And then the Sky Pins are there. The Charvons were... oh, no, the Charvons, I got those in the wrong spot. So Gorbies were here. Charvons were there. The Nimblues were there. And then the Glymos were there next to the Gorbies. All right, so that's all good. How are we doing on these two Warrior Queens? They're almost done. Not quite, but almost there. So we'll just continue getting all the other stuff that is finished. Put it up on the shelves. Those are still going. These are good. Larges, the Lich are done. So they'll go there. Owlbears are done and tamed, potentially. And then here we go. So Renashi was first, Sohara was second. So let's go ahead and put these up. Renashi, just drop it down. Price on these, $123, I think is fair. And look at that. That is, again, high quality stuff right there. Sohara next. So let's go ahead, get that put up. Oh, stop. And then we've got price 127. I'm good with that. So those will go there. Excellent. And there's a part of me that says, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get the last of those today. I'm just going to do it. Let's go ahead and buy the last of them today, get them set up right now, and then we'll run one day with everything in here. I think that's going to be the plan. So here we go. They're not there. They've never been there. Ever, ever, ever. Warrior Queens. Thalva, Valissa, Zarin. For however much money it cost me to get them, it doesn't even matter. We've got plenty of cash. Cash is not an issue with us. So, Thalva. And then we've got, let's see, Warrior Queens, Valissa. And then the last one here is Zarin. There it is. And then we just got to take a look and see what else we need. I think we're good aside from that. Because we got the Hildas there. Got the Mikus there. The only thing could be the... what did he just walk off with? Not any Kokomons. So we do need those two Kokomons. So that's the Knights and the Pit Boys. Again, sounds like the name of a band. Okay, Knights and Pit Boys. That's set. If we take a look here, they are walking off with, what do you got? Ice cream houses. So that's fine. That means you do not have hospitals and you do not have that dragon. That's what I'm seeing. So hospitals are safe. And then that one dragon is also safe. Glymo or Glimo, whatever his name may be. Whatever you are, you're safe. I think ice cream houses he did not have anymore. So we can make some ice cream houses. And now what is being walked away with? Did anyone walk away with hat houses by any chance? If she did not bring any back. So we are good with that. Hat houses are now being made. I should be able to get this last mask up there by now. We should have a space for that. Nope, I don't. I still do not. So that's going to go right back there. It's perfectly good. Those 3 figures are still being finished. So we're almost there. And almost there with the Knights and the Pit Boys. Neither of them have wedgers I can see. So I can start making more wedgers. They've been incredibly popular here lately. And then let's grab the other stuff that we've got finished. So those are done. These are almost done. We need one more. That mask, I'm sure, is okay. Yeah, they do not have that mask. He's holding librarian birds. So that mask, it was the Garnwool mask. That's done. All right, so here we go. Thalvas are going to go up. We're going to put these up one at a time. Let's set those down. Oh, let's try and set these down. Price $120 for those. And then here, these are still being finished. Wow, that took a while. As did that one. I don't know why those took so much longer. I thought I had started them all up right about the same time. Maybe I did not. Valissa is next and right up there. Excuse me, sir. Price $133. I think is a fair price for that one. Right up there. And then last but not least, the last one in the store, it's Zarin going right about there. And the low price of 130 buckaroos. That's the last one. That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's all she wrote. And now we can just start putting all the stuff back here that we need to put away. So, hospitals, ice cream houses, hat houses. There. We've got wedgers. There. And they just walked off with the hospital. So I'm assuming we're okay with that. That's a fake. Okay. That's being made. He just brought those back. Larges, we need envoys and the guardians. So there's envoys. And then we've got guardian demons. So that's done. Over here we need owl bears and the cherubs. So I'm assuming they are not walking off with either of those. Does not look like it. Is he outside? Yeah, he's outside, so that means that he doesn't have anything going on. So here, this is going to be, which one? Ancient monsters, owlbears. And then over here, we're going to go, oh, we're missing something. Interesting. I wonder what we're missing. I saw someone went -1 on us. What's the problem? What is the issue here? What is missing? The guardian demons. Okay, so we're getting those done. They're in progress. We will have them momentarily. And then we'll have to see what the place looks like with everything stocked up in here. It'll be glorious. It really, really will. Garnwools are there. Okay, that's all good. These two are being made. The only other one I need to make is the last one there, which name I can't remember, and I don't have a large printer for it, so I can't make it right now anyway. I have $33,000. At this point, I'm just hanging on to that money for when if and when, well, when we get that Epic printer, because I'm gonna need $50,000 for that Epic printer. I'm sure I'm gonna need money to maybe like expand the store again, assuming they give us another store expansion. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't quite know. We'll have to see if they will. But like I said, we're just gonna hang on to all that for a rainy day, because I know it will start raining at some point, and we'll want to make sure that we got everything covered there. All right, the day is over, so now we just gotta get everything restocked, and then we want to see what it all looks like when it is all finished. Right? She doesn't have priestesses. He is standing there, so he also does not. So Mystic Priestesses are being done. That last thing of whatever that is, the fillet, that's being done. And then I need to start working on all of the new ones and putting them up on that final shelf I've got over here that has nothing on it right now. So let's start getting those to where we have some extra stock. And once this one is done, we can go ahead and start that one up. So there's my cherubs. Again, they do not look anything like cherubs. Silhara is there. Is there anything else? Let's see. We need the burger houses. I'm assuming he's standing outside. Again, you slacker! He's not. He really does a good job. He just likes it when I yell and call him a slacker. I think. I hope. All right, there's that. Let's go ahead. We got an hour to... we're going to see if this takes an hour to do. All this filament. All right, so 12 filament. I've got 57 minutes on the clock. 57 minutes of game time on the clock. We're going to see how long it takes me to get to the point where the day ends. It is going to take more than an hour to do this. Because I'm only 2 boxes in, and I'm already at 23:25. And I know I'm working a little bit slow. But, yeah, we might get through half of this in an hour of game time. Potentially. I might save a few minutes if I were working a little bit more efficiently and not making as many errors. If I were speed running putting all this up, I might have gotten 7 boxes up if I was completely efficient. So, yeah, it takes more than an hour of game time to refill your shelves if you have 4 of them, it seems. Even if you are like right on it and grab everything as soon as the pixel makes itself apparent to you and don't miss on any movement, I think it still takes you more than an hour to do all this. Unless maybe you're just really good or have the ability to bend space and time to your will, and then maybe it doesn't take you any time at all. And if that were the case, you'd probably be using using that power for something else other than restocking your shelves in Figure Shop Simulator. That's just me. I could be wrong. What does it look like out here? I almost want them to fill. I wish that they would all come out and fill everything up. I might go ahead and do this myself because I just want to see what everything's going to look like if it is completely full. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to fill the whole kit and caboodle up because they will not fill it themselves if it's if it is, what am I trying to say? Oh, and we don't even. Can I even put those up? No, those are empty. They'll only refill it if it's halfway empty. So I'll have to just do everything that I can. Or maybe I just won't reopen the store. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here. We're not going to open the store tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to open it, but I'm going to turn around and just close it again. We're going to get everything refilled because I want one final shot of everything, like a full store. I think that's going to be cool. Just seeing the store completely filled. So, one more time. Here we go. Day 41. We were open for your convenience, but now we're closed. But we got to do that to make time run. So maybe we'll go and get it after we get the picture. But for now, I want to see what all this is going to look like with the place completely filled up just once. So we're going to go ahead and do that because again, they're not going to fill anything anymore because it's all halfway. We've got more than half of everything. So I will do what I need to do to get it filled the rest of the way. Okay, we don't actually need that. It may take me all day to do all this, and if so, that's fine. I'll be okay with it. Yeah, we got all these poor people that are like, "Can I come in, please?" It's like, nope, sorry. It's an inventory day. We can't let you in. I know you want to come in and see all the stuff and buy all the stuff, but we're taking a day off to get the place completely replenished and see what it looks like when it is. All right, that's done. And unfortunately, these things don't tell you how much stuff you have on the floor. They only tell you what you have in the back. It'd be nice if they told you what you have on the floor. Alas, no. Pretzel houses, one of those can go there. Okay. Hat houses, one. Okay, I'm good with that. Ice cream houses are there. And then all I've got left is burger houses, which I think I was making. I was. So we will pick these up, put them out there. All right, there's that. I do still need to go back and get more of my Ninja Bamboos and more of my Geisha Pandas. So let's do that. Because I was out of those and could not completely refill that. There was the one I needed for that. Geisha Pandas, which are up there. There were the three I needed there. So all of those are done. Now we got to check out our dragons. Let's give them a look. So right down the line with these. I hope we won't need too many of these. All right, we're good there. That is full. Charvons are where? There, one. All these people are like, can I come in, please? Nope, not today. It's an inventory day. Sorry, can't. Not allowed. Got to get the inventory straight. That's actually full. It's only these shelves that I really have a hard time figuring out whether or not they're full because they're circular, so it makes it hard to tell how many you have up there. Everything else is a lot easier to tell because you can very easily see the shelf and see if it's missing something. But yeah, these you can't as easily, and I just can't count like that. All right, is that going to be it? All right, so there's all those. So that's all good. Now let's take a look at our medium, see what we need medium-wise. We need a catcher. We need pit boys. Is there anything we need? We actually need all of those. So we got to grab all the Kokomons and put all of them up. I knew there's not one of them that I don't have. It is kind of nice that the workers do not try to fill anything up unless it's half empty because they would be running like mad trying to fill things if they filled it up as soon as we were missing something. It would be madness. And they would be really, really angry with all the running that they would have to do all the time, just trying to fill the place up. Every time something got sold, they would just, I would never hear the end of it. It would not be good. All right, so yeah, tree stores, wedgers. We need some of those. So tree stores. Oh, that's not going that way. And wedgers. Yeah, I just want one time to see the store completely full. I should have been looking at my Ryuka girls to see what I needed. I think that one I saw, and I saw that we needed it as I was running. Yeah. Is there any that we don't? No, we need all of them. So every one of these needs to be brought out as well. That's fine. So just go right down the line. Get all these, even if we only need one of them in some cases, which we do. We're more than halfway home on this. Yeah, we're not going to get the store open today, I don't think. Not with all this that we're doing. But it's going to look mighty darn good for once. For one time. It's going to be like our display day. We actually have someone coming in. I think that's what it is. We've got a reviewer. The local reviewer in town is going to come into the shop and take a look at everything, and we're going to hopefully get a 5-star review in the local Gazette that's going to be like, everyone should come to the Rusty Filament. They've got all the wonderful stock. Everything was great. It all looked clean. It was a wonderful place. The only problem they had was they had a random blue tag on a shelf in the back that just was completely out of place, and it's right there, and they can't make it go away. So for that reason, you may not want to shop there. Um, That'd be a shame for a review to go down like that because of that tag. I could not put that one away. That's amazing. So I do not need the second one. I need the other four of my masks. I can't believe I couldn't put away that clown mask. Right, so there's that, and then I need all of those, the ones that are all on the other shelf. So let's do that. How are we doing on time? 17:25. So we could maybe get to the point where we have something to do. This is the easiest day the cashier and the restockers have had ever. They're actually kind of happy that they don't have anything to do. The cashier might be bored, but she's probably playing on her phone, so it's all fine. Probably watching someone on YouTube. Might be Austin, might be Cancelone. You never know. It's probably not Rusty Champagne. That much I can tell you. All right, there's that. Those are good. So now all we got left is the larges. Let's see what we need of the larges. We don't need the assassins. We don't need the demons, but I do need the other three. So the witches we need the envoys, we need the priestesses, which we are printing. Now I know why I have restockers. This is a lot of running. Could you imagine doing this with no restockers? People would quit the game instantly if there were not restockers to take care of all this. Priestesses, there you are. And done. Nothing on that shelf. Over here, we need, these are all out of order anyway, so is there anything I don't need? I don't need the cherubs. Everything else I need, but all that stuff got completely thrown out of order when I was putting it up on the shelves. It's all askew, but that's all right. So 4 of these 5. Owlbears we need, because those are not cherubs. And then whatever those are. Oh yeah, these are the fillets, I think. So they're there. Okay. Oh, do I not have those? Did I accidentally? Oh, I did. I print those twice by mistake. I bet you I did. I bet you I did. Yeah. Oh no, I got to get fillets going. Do I have fillets going at all? I've got to do some of those. Or are those them? Is that's the same thing twice, isn't it? Yeah, it's the same thing twice. Shoot, I've got to get some of those made. I cannot have everything fall apart because I don't have those. So models, ancient monsters. You Ibis, please print in time. Please print in time. Well, I can stop it early, so I'll be all right because I don't need all of them. What else do I need to put up there? Just the Ibises. That's it. Oh, and then the Warrior Queens, which I have some of these going. So we might be okay here. All right, there's that. I've got to get a couple more of them printing. So let's see what we need and what we don't. All this for just having one day of having the store full. I've got to do the 4th and 5th ones. So I got to get those printing. Number 4 and number 5 need to print because we do need those. So Velissas and Zarens need to print. Everything else is good. And I'm not worried about the back anymore. We can go ahead. I cannot take those off there. I'll wait until they finish printing. And if they don't finish in time, it'll be all right. Not going to worry about it. But everything else is good from what I can tell. Yeah, it all looks like it's in good shape. All the way down the line here. Yeah, and that's an empty shelf on purpose. Those are printing. Those are printing. Those are printing. And that will take care of it. This one's just about done. It will finish up in time. Excellent. And that shelf is full. Cool. And this will go up there, which is where that was supposed to be anyway. Are these going to finish in time? They are not. Hopefully, I'll get enough to get what I need for the shelves. I think I only need like 2 of each. Yeah, I need 2 and 1, so I'm fine. I'll have enough. That's all I need to know. So we'll just let this go until it runs out of time, until we get to midnight and everything shuts down. I actually, you know what? I might need to stop those early. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. I do need to stop. I needed to stop those early. So we're gonna. Can I stop the production? I can't stop the production. That's hilarious. I want the day to end, and it won't. Oh, I needed to. Yeah, I need to end the day. So we'll have it run. Day 42. Stores open for your convenience, and it's closed again, just so I can get these last 2 to go up here. So yeah, stop and stop. Printers are quiet for once, and time will run. It'll be all right. That's okay. That's up there. Zarins are up there. And that is all she wrote. So if we take a look back here, all of the models have been acquired. Fantasy animals, mini houses, Kokomons, infernal villains, Ryuka girls, ancient monsters, baby dragons, veiled souls, warrior queens. And if we take a look, here it is in all of its splendor, our wonderful store. There's all of our fantasy animals right there. All the mini houses right there. There's all of our baby dragons. So all of our smalls right there in a row in the center using the middle. Here's our wonderful Kokomons right there starting off our medium line. There's our Ryuka girls. Over there are the masks. And then over here, we've got our infernal villains. Those are the veiled souls. I just remember their names. Then we come over here to our larges. We got all of our infernal villains. We've got all of our ancient monsters. And finally, the warrior queens. A full store here at the Rusty Trowel. What a run. So like I said, not the Rusty Trowel, the Rusty Filament. So like I said, at some point when they do have more stuff that comes out for this game, we will definitely come back, give it another look. And like I said, the game itself, I believe, is still due to come out on August 4th. And it'll be hopefully at a pretty good price when it does come out. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this series. This one's been a lot of fun. And if they do have updates for this game, you know for sure we will be back to cover it. But that is going to be all for Figure Shop Simulator for now. And thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champaign, and we will see you later.